Stacking silver is easy with a massive problem. Let's start.
It is a finicky and pretty much unregulated industry. And when you're buying physical gold and silver from a dealer, there's nothing that prevents them from taking advantage of you.
That's Nolan Matthias talking about the dangers of buying silver in 2024. I really appreciate Nolan's candor. I like the way he gives it to us straight and he holds true to the reality of stacking silver. This is an unregulated industry. Unregulated in that dealers are free to set the premium above the spot price and nobody can stop them. Just like any industry, the dealer must understand the customer can walk away and find a cheaper price, but many stackers live in rural areas and they are beholden to one dealer. The silver dealer presents one of the last men standing that can honestly say they're selling a product with minimal regulation and they are forced to follow the whims of the market. This is dangerous. And the danger is twofold. It really is. It's twofold. There's no protection for us as silver stackers when we choose to sell. Nothing. We are completely beholden to the market price. Yes, those prices that are manipulated and controlled by special interests, those prices. It is dangerous. We want the silver market to be free of regulation. But at the same time, those on top are manipulating the price of the product. I'm just like you. I stack silver to keep my wealth off the grid. That's the appeal for me. And I like the thought of my silver dealer owning a brick and mortar shop. I like that. I can pay cash. I can be untraceable. That's important to me. And if it's important to you, then we need to look at this idea of an unregulated industry with greedy people on top.
All the stackers on YouTube and forums and all kinds of stuff they say, keep stacking. Don't quit stacking. Buy more. Stack, stack, stack.
That is Platinum Beast, and he's bringing up an urgent message. I'm just like you. I get all my information from social media, and I like it that way. I like to get my information from regular people that look like me. They're not talking heads in a suit on television, but the information we are fed regarding stacking silver on social media is completely, totally one-sided and biased. I said it. It is. It is video after video of people telling us to close our eyes, cover our ears, pinch our nose, take a big breath, and jump in, buy as much silver as we can ever afford. There's no one speaking in a critical voice for silver stackers. No one. You show me the silver stacker that is looking critically at this area. Show him to me, because all I see is video after video of people telling me to jump in and buy. I've been stacking silver for decades. I don't need any convincing. I don't need anybody else telling me about the benefits of stacking silver. I've lived through and continue to see the dangers of stacking silver. And this is particularly alarming when I see people already struggling to make ends meet and they're being told that silver is the key to their wealth. That term wealth makes us think that silver will improve in value beyond the rate of inflation. That term wealth makes us think that we are privy to some secret knowledge or an inside scoop about a product that is going to hit triple digits. That speech, by the way, about silver hitting triple digits, that has been going on for decades and it is not happening anytime soon. Definitely not in 2024. It will not come in 2025. That is not the real reason we stack silver. Now, I really like this video by Platinum Beast. I suggest you check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. He's one of a handful of YouTubers that decided to focus on stacking platinum. Very, very cool in my book. I have not gotten into platinum yet, but it is absolutely on my list. And maybe that is why he is looking critically at the world of silver, because he stepped away from it and he's gone on to platinum. Sometimes that is exactly what it takes for us to see the reality of what is going on. Sometimes we need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid and believing the hot air we are telling ourselves.
Silver has done a lot of good things to a lot of people. They've been able to save wealth outside the system because gold and silver are money and gold and silver are wealth.
That's Stack for Life, and he's hitting the nail on the head. Silver as a medium for wealth that exists outside the system. Outside the system. This brings up the dichotomy of stacking silver. We want more than anything. We want this to exist outside the current system. We want to purchase and hold silver so that our wealth is outside the system, but at the same time, the price, the value, the price that we pay to buy this silver and the value that we hope to get by swapping our cash out for the silver and holding it, it's all based within the system. That is dangerous. And that is where we need to stop and look at all the possible outcomes from storing our wealth in this metal. Sure. Purchasing a few tubes of silver is not alarming. For those that plan to save up and buy a few ounces every week, eventually accumulate to a few tubes of silver rounds, go for it, no worries. But I've been stacking for decades, and I have 4 monster boxes of silver, and that is a large store of wealth that is sitting somewhat off the grid. Yes, it is somewhat off the grid, but not entirely, because I'm beholden to the market that exists within the system. For those stackers that have been accumulating silver for years, we need to reevaluate this amount of value that is sitting with a quite stagnant spot price. So let's be honest. The spot price for silver has barely budged within the past 12 to 14 months. It is a long time to be sitting and holding. All of you silver stackers that are looking at the long game for silver, please think about the lessons from the top of this video. Check out the video by Nolan Matthias. Take special note of the red flag he shows regarding an unregulated industry. He also has been in this game for a stretch of time, just like me, and he's speaking from experience. He shares specific examples in his video of how he comes very close to being burned by working with an unregulated industry. And check out Platinum Beast. I know, I'm certain many of you have not looked at the world of platinum. It is quite similar, but a smaller niche than what we have in our silver stacking community. The link is in the description below, so check out his video. I really think you'll get a lot from it. These are people we learn from, people that have lived this out. They're posting videos to share their experience. They're regular people like you and I, and they're not pundits on a mainstream television channel. That's why I appreciate this community of silver stackers, because I learn from you guys more than anything else. I turn to you to hear your shared experience.